Hello, welcome back to another video, this time of Airfix. Here's a 1/72nd scale P61 Black Widow. This isn't the golden oldie kit, this is their re-release, the Vintage Classics. Airfix are getting some of their old mouldings back and are remoulding them, re-releasing them. So, we'll do a quick bit, as per usual, we'll do a quick bit on the outside of the box, having a look around. And then we'll do the instructions and then the sprues. So, nice classic Airfix artwork. Tacking, I'm pretty certain that's a Japanese airfield that they're attacking there. Yeah, nice action. I'd say nice older artwork. Showing the P61 in action with their, pretty certain this is a top mounted quad 50 caliber machine gun turret. I think that was a radio control. There was a little control radio section just there, if I recall correctly on this thing. And if I remember as well, it has 4 20mm cannons on the underside as well. Very heavily armed. So yeah, nasty thing to come across. But more of an interceptor, was not a fighter. And then somebody's going to look it up and then post me a link saying, no, it was a fighter. Okay, outside the box. All the various warnings and stuff, and make sure you're over 36 months, not for those under 3 years old. Hornby, because Hornby owns Airfix. Ideal for those of 8 years old. On the side, we've got the box art again, and 1/72nd. Again, they've labelled it as their Vintage Classic range. Everything's upside down. There we go. Alright, so a little bit on the Black Widow there, so... Yeah, it's not... This was a very big airplane for a fighter. There you go, even Airfix told me off, isn't it? It is a fighter. 2 different versions there, so you've got the 548 Night Fighter Squadron or the 6th Night Fighter Squadron. I agree with what it says there, it's a big fighter. If it is a fighter, that is big. All the various paints there, barely any. And if you're doing the flying hours, there's 2 there. And this side. Oh no, I did that side. This side. Same again. Right, jump cut. Let's get the instructions out and have a look at them. There's so much of an unboxing. It's even an unbagging because I haven't even unbagged the sprues yet. So, yay. Okay, instructions. So, the Vintage Classic range keeps the paint guide separate, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. Right, instructions. Folded A3 bit of paper. There's not a lot to these old models. So, again, I think that's the exact same on the side of the box, but you now got it in French, German, Spanish, and... apologies, I don't know that language. But yeah, there you go, it's a little bit of history on the plane again. Inside, all your warnings again. It almost quite literally is the very, very, very old instructions. Okay, let's split this down. Yeah, we'll zoom in here. So you've got to make a decision straight off the bat. Do you have the top turret, or do you cover the turret over? So that's interesting. Rear seat with Jelly Baby, also known as I'm guessing that's the tail gunner. This thing doesn't have any tail guns. What's he doing there? Interesting. Guessing that might be the gunner and there's the pilot, judging by that control surface there. Yep, so after you've done the turret at the top, you've got to do the back piece and the front section as well, the cockpit. As you can see, there's no detail here. You've got the instrument panel there, and you got the decal to go on to the front of that instrument panel, so that's good. Seats, and you've got the P-tail tubes on the side. Once you glue all that together, you then put the fuselage halves together. Weirdly, it doesn't tell you to glue the fuselage halves together. There's no arrow there. We glued the fuselage half together. I'll just have a quick peek at the other instructions. Then you got to do the wings. So yeah, I'm guessing those are the air intakes, the radiator, not air intake, radiators, and oil coolers. You've got the landing lights there, and the good old single piece. Single piece. Oh, that looks like a flap. Is that a flap or air brake? Ooh, that's interesting. That's the flap. That could be the air brake. That is interesting. Okay, we look into that when we make the model. That tiny, tiny aileron there. We've got all this massive wing and a tiny aileron on the side. Leads me to think more interceptor and ground and air interceptor rather than fighter. Oh, that's all you got. Right. Onto the tail section of the plane. This is a twin boom design, so you've got to do this twice. And then put the tail fin on there. You've got to put your landing gear flaps on. Landing gear flaps, landing gear covers, and your actual landing gear itself. Here's your bomb racks, or fuel racks, you'll see in a minute. More landing gear, and then the engines, which of course, spinny bit. There you go, you can just make out there's your 20mm cannon deciding there. Got to put the nose cone on with another PTOL tube. There's your radar bits. If that's the PTOL tubes, or tube over that side. What's those? Sensors? If you know what those are, please let me know. I'm pretty certain that one's the PTOL tube. Say radars, radar sensor thing, equipment for the top turret. And there we go, you've got a choice of bombs or fuel tanks. Alright, let's flip over the instructions. 1K 4 bit of paper. Yeah, so it's quite literally 1 A3 bit of paper and that's done. Paint guides. So this is option, start with option B, because that's what I opened it onto. Fair few decals, you've got to do all the, like the walkway bits and stuff. Conveniently, sometimes they will Airfix do. So if you look at the side here, you've got a nice big engine and boom out blocking the view. Sometimes they will conveniently cut it away so you can actually see. You do need to put a decal, which would probably be hiding under here. Conveniently, it is an all black design, or all black paint job for being for a night fighter. So camouflage won't have a problem with. What I mean by that is when you're trying to do a squiggly green line down the side here, and the engine's in the way, so you can't actually see what the squiggly line's supposed to be. Or it tells you like the green line's supposed to come here just below that corner of the cockpit there, but then you look at the top view and it's like halfway across or something silly. All black design, all black camouflage, don't have to worry about that bit. Got decals on the two decals on each propeller. Okay, that's gonna be fun. There's a couple more extra decals on the underside there, which will be hiding under this boom. And then the flip side. This is the actual box art version. So you got all the decals there again. You got a nice little bit of the nose art there. So what have we got this here? It's like Lady Luck. I think that's Lady Luck. Beg your pardon, Lady in the Dark. There's a bit here where basically it says, well, you can pause that and read it for yourself. But basically they got, when the original box art, Roy Cross did the original box art, he put what he thought was the serial number of the plane on the side. Actually, it turns out it's supposed to be this one instead. So you can either do it with the correct serial number or the box art one. So it's quite nice of them to do. So yeah, it's got bombs there. Or the fuel tanks. Is that the fuel tank? Looks like that's the fuel tank in silver. It's supposed to be a night fighter and you've got silver fuel tanks. That's interesting. Alright, so yeah, pretty much the same as before, except for instead of the white radar nose dome there, you got Lady in the Dark instead. Right, let me put this away. Oh no, hold on. I'll put the instructions away and we'll have a look at the sprues. Okay, the first part we'll look at, engine. Yeah, it's the problem with some of the old Airfix boxes. It's the old Airfix sprues. You'll see in a minute, but they have a habit of stuff snapping off. What's that? It's the glass cockpit sections. So I'll keep it in the bag for now, but they're not too bad. The frames are raised a little bit, so you can actually try and paint those. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad. About as clear as normal when it comes to the clear plastic bit. So you can see the interior, but it's not enough to make out all the details. Right, sprues. We'll start with the this sprue first. That's on the top, which is the wings. So classic Airfix, you do have, is that raised panel lines or just the rivet lines? Nope, those are rivet lines, all nicely raised. So if you want, you can sand those all down, and then say you can have flush rivets, you can do that. But there you go. So the ejector pin marks are there. That's nice that they're actually not on the main wing. It's actually going to be a bit that's hidden away. Bit of the flap, more flap. And there's the, yeah, the aileron is tiny. And this is apparently a fighter? Don't think so. Yeah, there's that slot in the wing. What is that for? So, yeah, there's the holes for the bomb racks. A little bit of an over spray there, but a little bit of flash. So you just need to drill that out, cut that out a bit. There's a tiny amount of flash on the wings there. Not going to take much to get rid of that. Just use a knife to scrape it off, or file, sand it down, or file it down even. Sorry, not focusing. Come on, I know there's not much to focus on. Good camera. Other side of the wings. That slot's there again. I am very curious. What is this slot for? I'm going to keep saying that until somebody comments in the video. By which point it's too late because the video's uploaded. Right, underside. So parts for the oil, the radiator, and the oil cooler. You can have movable flaps. You basically put the aileron there, and then you glue the two wings together, and hopefully the glue hasn't spilled into that bit and made it solid. Just glue it solid anyway. So yeah, all the ejector pin marks again, but luckily are on the inside and out of the way. You're not going to see them. The inside of the upper wing. Not much there basically. Not too bad on the flash for an old kit. See what the rest of the sprues hold. Right, next sprue. So we got half the fuselage here. So that's, again, you've got all the raised rivet lines. You've got the wheel bays, the nose dome bit. That's actually nice and smooth. I say that and I've found a lump. That's probably for the pitot tube actually. Wheel, ooh, there's the mould line. Yeah, that's going to need some work. That's the nose wheel. And the side wheels, yeah, you got the mould lines there again. Engines don't look too bad. They're quite nice, give you good representation. Propeller hubs. Propeller 1, which don't look too bad. Usual old design. There's all the fuel tanks. And the first half of the tail booms. So the inside. Being an old design, there's nothing there. So it gives you a chance if you fancy making your own interior. There you go. And literally just nothing else there. You can see the back end of the engine here. Which you're not going to see that. It's really flashy. I just noticed that on this one. Not so bad that one, but that is really flashy. So yeah, going to need to do some work on that. Right, the jelly baby test. Let's have a look at the pilots. Yeah, what detail? There's nothing there, is there? You got the mold line at least. Why would you want a mold line on your pilot? Yep, those are jelly babies. Just flip them over just in case I'm doing it a bit of a disservice. There you go, flying upside down. Yeah, those. They look pretty much like jelly babies. There's barely any detail there. Especially him at the back. What is he, the gunner? Don't know. Okay. Right. And the last sprue. Because we've looked at the clear plastic, so the last sprue. So we got the other half of the main fuselage, the other tail boom, the tail flap. Yeah, this bit. So you got all the raised details as well. It's quite a classic Airfix design there. Classic Airfix design. Oh yeah, was going to look that up on the paint guide. Have a look in a minute, because yeah, one of the variants doesn't have a top turret. Landing gear struts, which aren't too bad. You've got the mold line again. Not too bad, not too bad. Somebody's too stunned to talk. So yeah, there's the ejection pin marks. So we've got it even looks worse on this side. Literally, he's got a nose this side. He really is too stunned to talk. So there's your base plate for the cockpit section. The rear navigator, wherever he is. And that will be the 2 plates to seal off the centre bit here. Your bombs, let's flip them back over so you can see the bombs. There you go, bombs. There's your top turret. And the bomb tails. The 50 cals, really flashy. So yeah, need work on that. Need to do work on that one as well. So yeah, quite a bit of work. It is an old tool kit, so it does need a lot of work done to him. Okay, let's have a quick look, just to double check that one. Right, so here's Lady in the Dark. So you can make out, yep, there's the top machine gun turret there. And then the other side. Yep, so if you're making this version, then it does not come with the top turret. So, yep, need to decide fairly early if you're going to make this version, this one, or the Lady in the Dark. So, yeah, okie dokie. Let me box them. Oh, no, hold on, decals. Hopefully got these out as well. There you go. So decals, that's a fair few. Should be fairly okay to put together. You got the Lady in the Dark with the 2 different serial numbers, and there's the second option. So yeah, not too bad. So instrument panel, pretty kind of typical, to be honest. You're probably not going to see it anyway, because thanks to the cockpit design, glass design, yeah. Right, let me box them back up again. There we go, all boxed back up again. So, final thoughts. It's a classic kit. It's one of those where you can probably start it in the day and finish it within the day. It does have plenty of room for doing optional extras. So if you wanted to put the interior in, you're more than happy to try and put an interior in. I think there is some aftermarkets as well for that. But yeah, you can try. You can try like weathering the outside. You can try and do like sanding all the rivets down and then redoing it again. So yeah, it is a classic kit. So you can do it within a day. It will probably have some problems. The one thing I didn't spot in the instructions, it is a tricycle landing gear, so it does have a nose and 2 normal landing gear struts. So there's a chance I would probably recommend it doing anyway. Put weight in the nose. Put weight in the nose so it won't sit on its tail. And in fact, conveniently, as that is a separate piece anyway, you can build the entire plane first, then dry fit or blue tack the nose on, and just see, well, does it sit on the tail or does it sit on the landing gear? And if it doesn't, you can add weight into the nose and you keep going until you're quite comfortable that the balancing point is actually in line with the landing gear and the machine guns, as opposed to being sat here where then it will just keep going. Dunk. So yeah, it gives you plenty. You can build the entire plane and then worry about the weights in the nose afterwards. So yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe for more content. Please leave comments. Have you actually made this? Is there anything to watch out for? I know because I've made the classic Airfix Heinkel, the glass canopy bit, the greenhouse bit. I'm just going to use the tailpiece here as an example. Does not fit together at all. Does this kit have the same problem? Does the canopy and the glass sections actually fit the plane properly, or do you need to do quite a bit of work to get that to fit? Let me know. Yeah, let me know about the glass. And have you made this without weight in the nose? And does it actually sit on its tail, or does it sit properly on its landing gear? Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.